In this week's episode of Finance YouTube News, Stephan gives us a great update on the stock market and what to expect in the coming months. And if you missed out on cryptocurrency in the early days, well, you're in luck because Andrei claims to have found the next Bitcoin. We also got another $1 million challenge from Meet Kevin, as well as his insights into the cryptocurrency market and how inflation is going to impact it. Jung gives us his thoughts on the next 100x Cardano style altcoin, and Jeremy from Financial Education tells us how to invest in the current market. I'm Devin Cook. This is your weekly news coverage of Financial YouTube, and welcome back to DevMoney. All right, so getting right into it, Graham gives us a very well thought out and very detailed video on the current financial markets. He reminds us that back in March of 2020, the Federal Reserve dropped their benchmark interest rates down to 0%. It also manipulated interest rates through quantitative easing. This just means that the government was printing money and buying up $120 billion per month of long-term treasuries and mortgage-backed securities. The reason they did this is that buying up so many long-term treasuries caused the demand to skyrocket, which of course caused the yield to drop. And by doing that, they simultaneously decreased the yields of long-term treasuries, which also decreased interest rates across the board. And this includes mortgage interest rates, which are tied to the 10-year treasury, which is why they're so low these days. And the reason Graham brings all of this up is because the Federal Reserve was not planning on stopping buying treasuries until 2024. But with the market booming, it looks like they're going to be tapering off their treasury purchases as soon as this year. This means we may see interest rates creeping back up again sooner than anticipated. Graham continues the video by letting us know what this means for the stock market as well as the real estate market. Many real estate buyers have been experiencing sticker shock, which means we may be experiencing the peak of real estate prices. The prices of building materials like lumber are also going down, which has helped real estate prices start to cool off. And if we do start seeing the 10-year treasury rates go up, mortgage rates will go up accordingly, and real estate prices will have to adjust because no one wants to pay sky-high prices for the house and pay a higher interest rate. For the rest of Graham's analysis, make sure to go check out his video and smash the like button for him. He loves it. Andrei starts out with a great conversation about Bitcoin versus Bitcoin Cash, which is great. You really got to check it out. He reminds us that Bitcoin is trying to be a digital store of value, essentially digital gold, whereas Bitcoin Cash is trying to be the peer-to-peer digital cash of the internet. Andrei then talks about the history of Bitcoin and its early scalability issues. As a result of these scalability issues, Bitcoin split back in 2017 into Bitcoin, BTC, and Bitcoin Cash, BCH. As part of the split back in 2017, Bitcoin was upgraded to the Lightning Network, which would allow it to scale off-chain and theoretically allowed millions of transactions to occur per second. Compare that to the 1,700 Visa transactions that occur each second. Andrei then gives us a bunch of pros and cons between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. If you're not gonna watch the whole video, at least watch this section. It's really good. And then Meet Kevin does what Meet Kevin does best. What's that, you may ask? Well, he challenged the Republican candidate Larry Elder, who's running for the California governor, to a $1 million live debate. And if Larry Elder agrees to this debate, Kevin is gonna donate $1 million to a charity of Larry Elder's choosing. So hopefully Larry Elder takes this debate. I think it will be very beneficial to the people of California to see this debate happen, and best of luck as always to Meet Kevin. Meet Kevin also gave us some great insights into the import-export business, how inflation is affecting it, and how cryptocurrency ties into all of this. And he does this by going through a couple shipping manifests showing that shipping rates have increased by up to 5 times their normal rates. Now Kevin says that the shipping rates and inflation rates are correlated, and if we continue to see these shipping rates and inflation increase, this could potentially cause a cryptocurrency bull run. And this is because cryptocurrency can be used as a hedge against inflation because it's a hedge against normal money or cash. This could be a good thing for those invested in cryptocurrency, but for all those that just have a bunch of money stacked into savings, this will be bad news. And Jung gives us another great video on the current state of the cryptocurrency market. He really emphasized how well Cardano is doing, especially since it hit $3 at one point. It's leveled off a little bit, but $3 is its peak, and that's really good to see. He then went through some of Cardano's plans as a cryptocurrency, as well as gave us some great advice on whether or not you should be taking some profits off the table. He said that if you feel the market is just booming and people are becoming too greedy and we may be hitting a peak, there is nothing wrong with taking some of your profits and walking away. Of course, he and I both think that cryptocurrency is here to stay. So if you're not trying to time the market and you want to just be into cryptocurrency for the long haul, that's a great strategy as well. He also brought up that OpenSea saw a record $1 billion in trading volume in the month of July. And this is just signaling great growth for the overall NFT market. And then Jeremy from Financial Education goes through some great companies that are in the green, like SoFi, The Honest Company, Corsair Gaming, and The Tattooed Chef. He then gives us his thoughts on whether or not the stock market's going to continue in a bull run or whether it's going to cool down and we could see a correction. Make sure to check out all of their videos. They're linked down below in the description. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.